So, what do we do as an intro? What are we gonna do?
I
as
thought
an
we
intro?
wanted to play. Well, we can't. I want to just play the music, and then we could come in like. I always have. We could just be like podcasting from
T-Briz Studios.
T-Briz Studios. Do you want to have a name for your studio?
Podcasting from T-Briz Studios.
Yeah. Yo.
All right, relax on the volume.
Christ, I gotta turn his fucking mic down already. Give this kid a microphone.
Blew out the speakers.
All right, all my equipment is shot. That's the end of the show.
And we are done.
Thanks, Chick.
Thanks, guys. We introed into the show, blew out the speakers, and it's a wrap.
All of your ideas just blew out the speakers. 2 minutes into the podcast.
I went on iTunes. I found this podcast. It was like these three guys, these adult babies, and I turned it on. It was just like, and I'm like, what the fuck? This guy, Chick. I think it was Chick. He was the one in the blue jumpsuit.
Yeah.
He was like in this blue baby jumpsuit.
Oh, God.
He doesn't wear his headphones on his head all the way.
One ear on, bro. It's more comfortable.
So intro. We'll get real serious for a minute. I realized this week that it's the little things in life that make me happy. It's the very little things in life. I bought a lighter.
I just wanted to see how little this was.
I bought a fucking Bic lighter. Actually, I didn't buy it. My girlfriend brought it for me. And I was fucking excited. I was excited because it's got a taco on it floating through space.
Sci-fi taco?
So it's like, at first it's just like a lighter, but now like the lighter has its own theme song. So like when I pull it out, I'm like, space taco lighter. As I'm about to light a cigarette up and give myself fucking lung cancer, I'm singing this theme
Hey,
song.
if you're going to give yourself lung cancer, you might as well do it to a sci-fi
Might as
theme.
well give yourself a jingle.
Jingle of death.
I realize I do that about a lot of shit. I'm like awkwardly walking around the hallways or walking around and just like start singing about shit like, oh, the cars are driving by, that guy's driving by,
Yeah.
everybody's driving by, everybody's driving by. I mean, the lyrics are pretty bad, but it's just
That's just because you're a musically talented person. That
I guess so.
everything
I do
gets-
that with my dog a lot. Like I'll start singing. I'll start singing. Like this morning, I was singing to my dog. You're a good dog, but you bark too much. But you know it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, wow, you actually incorporated that into a real song.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm not musically inclined to make my own song, so I do covers.
That's cover jingles about his dog.
That's all right. It's like that you're musically inclined. You're like a Weird Al Yankovic, like
Yes.
with your pets.
With my
Like,
He's not amused by it.
what else, Chick? You ever
I
write
just-
any songs about anything in your head?
I actually, it's funny you do say that because every day at work,
I'm scared to find out what's going on in your head
It's
in
funny-
general.
funny
But
to say
go
that.
ahead.
yeah,
I got a lot
we'll
of
get
voices
into my
in head.
manic breakout this week in a little bit. But no, at work, we work in cubicles. It's pretty quiet. It's a call center, so we got a lot of people just entering orders into computers, and I belt out a lot of jingles. But I sing real songs, real lyrics, and I think I sound great. I got told to shut up a lot or be quiet.
Yeah.
I get a lot of weird looks. But, you know.
And that's not when you're singing.
But yeah, that's when I like to sing in public.
What do you sing? Sing for us. Give me something. Give me a jam. Give me the hottest jam you sang this week. The one you got the weirdest look for.
Well, this week, because it was Biggie's anniversary. I had a lot
Yeah, it was
of
Biggie's
Biggie
death
themes,
birthday.
Which isn't the big. Yeah, it was Biggie's death birthday yesterday. Rest in peace, Big, 21 years. And I was just sitting there like, it's all good, baby, in the middle of the workday. That's what I do. I swear to God, that's a fact. That's a true statement.
Chick, yeah. Try be Chick and T-Briz. We got to try to keep it to be
I'll
Chick
probably
and
just call you
T-Briz.
Briz.
Briz is fine, yeah. I didn't say Chick.
You can say whatever to me. I don't care.
So, because it's so hard to talk about
of
because we
shit.
already just talked about it. This is going to be awful, but let's just do it anyway. This week, this is the first week we're doing the show. Or we're practicing, and all week we've been thinking about ideas.
At least give me, there's been more than 1 week.
A couple weeks we've been getting ideas together, and there's a little bit activity. There's a lot of activity from Chick.
Yeah, definitely for me. I obsess about things, and then I just constantly want to text you guys about it. And I realize that you guys are not necessarily home waiting for my text all day and every day. So yeah, I only text you guys probably half the things that are going through my head, and it seemed like I was having a manic fucking break.
Yeah, the texts are not even like show ideas. It's problems with our Instagram account.
Yeah, my priorities are all over the place in no particular order, and I just want to get everything going. That's my problem. I was telling
Get everything going for our social media. Check, I'm laying in bed. It's midnight, and my phone goes off, and it's from Chicolo, and it's like, guys, I have this big problem. I can't follow Joe Rogan on Instagram. Our Instagram's broken. It won't let me follow Joe Rogan.
And what time is this?
It's midnight. I'm laying in bed.
In my defense, I go to bed at like 2 every morning. I mean, it is 2 in the morning every night. Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
But either way, yeah. So I'm always, to me, 12 o'clock is like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
But I realize that not everybody's on my time schedule.
So
You got that right.
B just doesn't respond, and Taylor hits me with the sarcasm.
I see it, and I'm like, what is it? I don't know how to respond to that. That's why. I don't know. Honestly, I would love to. I don't know how to respond to a lot of your text messages.
You could just hit me with question marks or emoji faces.
Yeah, it keeps dropping. I don't know.
I have a new mic stand coming. Hold on, let me fix this. This one's broken.
I was afraid to touch it. I didn't want to get scolded.
Unlike me.
Yeah.
No.
Here, look at here's our producer / engineer / tech / the talent of the show.
Nice.
Better.
No, yeah, now.
Let's see, does it sound better now? Too?
I mean, everything
How you
that
doing?
you are all going to be hearing on this podcast is creatively done by Taylor Brown, and me and B just come here, sit down, and
that even
talk.
looks better.
Yeah, it does. Looks like I'm.
as good as it can look with B in the picture.
Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, baby, that looks good.
Woo, that's me. That's me.
Beard. That's a
Look at
serious
that guy.
beard. What you got to do to a beard like that on a daily basis? How does that beard affect your life as far as everything?
I'd love to talk about it. I actually just bought a new beard wax.
Wax?
You heard me.
Beard wax.
Beard wax.
I thought you were
Beard
going to
wax.
say beard trimmer. And you said
No.
wax.
I bought a beard wax. I bought a new brush. I spend all my hair time on my beard now because I don't have any upstairs. So now I'm like, I could buy products, and I buy like all products for my beard. So
Revlon?
No. I do Jack Black, not the comedic actor. Jack Black has a line of like beard products that I use.
Interesting. I never heard of
beard
Jack
oil
Black
and a
beard
wax.
products.
And then
So what do they do though? What does a beard wax do? Because your beard
shapes
doesn't look any different than it normally does.
Yeah, but if you saw me when I wake up, it's really out of control.
Is it?
Yeah.
You got to give us a photo. One
Yeah,
day
no,
when
I'll
you
do
get
that.
Up, just
I'll do that. I only use the beard oil today, which keeps it fresh and nice.
All right. If you say so.
I do say so.
I recently with my beard, even though I only have about 10%
beard?
of what you have, not a beard, a goatee, but I'm trying to grow it out long to the point where I could start combing it. And all right, I'll admit it. I comb it almost every night before I go to bed a little, just take out the knots and just make sure it's nice and straight.
Yeah.
And I don't even have nowhere near it. I can't wait to have something
For
like
that, you have to comb that.
I don't have
You're
to
really
comb
itching
it.
to comb something.
Yeah, exactly. People don't realize once you go bald.
Yeah, you still like to comb.
Yeah, you want to comb. You want to do things like you want to have hair product. You said you want to do something.
So I have I have a comb, and then I just bought a brush. Like it's a thick brush that I just. It's I don't know why I
so
keep
it's
doing
the
that.
same sound as the one when you spray.
Yeah, I don't know why that keeps coming out of me.
It's the only sound you can do.
That's all right. Yeah. So I'm liking the beard products.
Beard life.
Yeah.
I can't grow a beard. I have beard envy.
No,
I
you
go
can't.
Fuck you. Look at your set of hair you got. Though.
Yeah. I'll take the hair.
Yeah. Well, I'll trade with you any day.
I can't grow a beard though. I tried. I didn't shave for like a month straight, and it just looked like really weird and patchy and awkward.
Yeah.
And it wasn't full. And I was trying really hard.
You
I
should've
was
went
really
another
trying
month.
hard. I thought about it every day. I tried to like like be a beard guy.
Are you trying to will yourself to grow a beard?
Like fake it till you make it. Like
Yeah.
if I pretend, if I go like this, if I stroke my cheek and all the way down to my chin enough, maybe
it'll
like
start growing.
Yeah, like the touch on my face, like there'll be like my body will just react and start growing a beard. But it didn't happen. It was just,
Did you get anything, or because sometimes it gets it's patchy in the beginning, and then you gotta go through it.
You got to get through that rough patch.
I didn't get anything. It's sad. It was like, even as a kid, I was like probably the last person to get pubes. I didn't get pubes till I was like fucking 18 years old.
Me too. Very.
I remember
late in life.
even being embarrassed about it. Like my dad asked me once, you know, like he was like, "Hey, you get your pubes yet?" And I didn't.
had that
I was 14. Yeah.
You're Italian. You grow pubes when you're 12.
He's like, "You had pubes yet?" And I was like embarrassed. I'm like, "Yeah, of course I did,
Yeah.
Dad. I got tons of pubes. Yeah, I got pubes everywhere. You should see the rim of my toilet bowl. Like it's like covered in pubes. You should." Meanwhile, like if I lift up my arm, I have no armpit hair.
No,
either.
he still
It's
doesn't
like a
have
total
armpit hair.
giveaway. I don't have any armpit hair, but man, you should see my crotch. That thing is like a fucking forest of red, bushy goodness.
Nice.
And then, yeah, he stopped talking to me after that. He's
Do
like,
you-
Jesus Christ, son. I
do you
didn't
think
want to know that much.
Do you think there's people who use beard oil on a crotch? Because I feel like it's the same type of hair.
No.
I bet if we went online right now, we would find like 1,000 sites that are like fucking weird fetish pubic hair fucking
grease.
like yeah. If the internet was working, I would pull it up right
Yeah.
now. There's definitely people out there styling, and there's probably
Yeah, I
like
guess.
parties and clubs like, hey, like you know, people do
There's
like
like
orgies.
barbers.
Or they like people do like
Barbers.
stuff.
They
where
have
dress up.
aren't they called merkins? Like they're like they're wigs for the pubes. Is that a thing?
I've never heard of that. It could be.
I
Yeah.
think
Merkins?
that might be the wrong name, but I think it's merkins.
If Merkins isn't for that and it's something else, there's gonna be a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
pissed
probably
off people with that.
something ridiculous. By the way, Taylor, or T-Briz. I remember being like 16 playing basketball, and my friend went up for a shot, and I was like, "Whoa, arm hair under his arms!" And I couldn't believe it because I didn't get it.
Dude, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. I was really embarrassed. I had shame that I didn't have pubes
Were you
yet.
really though?
I remember the day I saw like one. I was sitting down taking a dump, and I was looking down like,
You gotta look at this.
and I looked down. Oh, there it is. Is
Yeah,
this
it
is
is
American?
It's American. We have
Merkin.
just
It's a pubic
verified
wig.
that is American.
Wig, look at that.
Yeah, look at my little pink wig on my crotch.
When I was young, I was like, I might need a merkin.
This is a man?
I don't know what it is, man.
Oh, a merkin worn by a woman. I was just gonna say, you got a small cock if that whole thing covers his little pishka deal.
Yeah. Look at that.
I like how we still have our cast photo though on Taylor's back.
Merkins were originally worn by prostitutes. Yeah, shaving their genitalia, and are now used as decorative items.
You want to dress it up?
Decorative.
Yeah, you gotta dress it up.
What would you do? I've actually never had I guess I've never dated a merkin before.
Well, you don't date merkins because it's a pubic wig.
Oh, that's the wig? I thought those were the people
No,
who
it's
wear
not
them.
No, it's. I've never dated a merkin. No, it's just a merkin is a piece that goes on the.
So I never dated a woman with a
Yeah.
merkin.
Yeah, you've never dated a.
When's the last time you dated a woman in general? It's been a while,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
It hasn't been as long as you think, but it's kind of.
Really? What do you got going on, chick? What are you
I
hiding
can't
from
really
us?
talk about it.
You got a secret Merkin you're not telling us about? Or what? You got a secret Merkin? There's a lot of
it's not
Merkin talk
currently
going on.
going
I've been dating this merkin for like 2 years.
No, it's not currently going on, but I had a little something going on towards before the summer. I would say would be the last time I was engaged with just one specific female for any length period of time.
Use that term very loosely. Engaged.
Yeah.
Like-
Careful there.
What does engaged mean? You guys like went to the Wendy's drive-through together like a few times?
Let me get a
that's what I
frosty
do.
with 2 straws,
Just say
2 spoons.
she wasn't totally mine. Let's just say that.
You mean she was engaged with something else?
No, I mean
Wow.
that's you know I was the sidekick.
You were the side piece?
The side piece.
Chick was the
Oh my
side piece?
God. I was a side piece for a few months. It was
Which,
actually
anybody
exciting.
could be a side piece these days.
Everybody's a side piece to somebody.
I couldn't do the side piece. I don't like. It's too much. It's already too much having. Like I love my girlfriend and
That's
everything.
why
But
being the side piece is great because
That's
you
a lot
don't
of
have
work.
to deal with. No, there's zero work. That's the whole thing.
but how's it zero work?
I feel like it's more work.
People are out there. They have one. Let's say it's a guy and he's got a girlfriend and he's taking care of her and he's got to buy her things and take her out, keep
No,
her
I don't have
happy,
to do anything.
and then he's got to
Strictly-
keep a secret of this other one he's doing the same thing for, like on the side. He's got to come up with all these lies and keep up and remember his lies.
But
Remembering
if you
lies
gotta
is
realize,
hard.
I am the side piece. She's the one juggling.
Oh,
two
for you, it's
people.
easy.
For me, I was just the guy who didn't even have to go home with her. After
It's easy
everything.
until he finds out
Yeah,
and
that's
shows
what-
up at your door with a fucking bat.
Well,
Exactly.
luckily it's over, and there's nothing going on, and it didn't happen that way. So, win for the good guys
Yeah.
Nice.
or the bad guy. But to me, it ain't my problem.
It's never your problem.
American would make a good Valentine's Day
It
present.
would.
Like a
America would
love
make a great
Merkin.
girlfriend for you.
American would be a great girl.
Put it away in a box when you're done.
Wouldn't interfere with anything.
It's literally a side piece.
Taking that to the most literal use of the word.
What if I Google search for funny
Like
news
right now,
articles this
right
week?
now, I just turned on Twitter and the top trending thing is nightclub shut down after woman rides horse into dance floor.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that was on Facebook. Somebody posted a video about animal cruelty, and it's some chick in a bikini on a horse.
Oh my god.
And fucking the horse falls down. It was a whole disaster, and then it was just like a bunch of fucking comments about everybody like,
Hold on, read-
that's so fucking mean. I think everybody who does that should be shot. Like everybody's they're all about saving the horse's
but
life,
it is
and then it's
ridiculous.
like kill the people who did it.
Well, you're a moron if you take a horse into a club.
I agree with you. They're retarded.
Read some
they
of
should
the
be
article.
held accountable.
Read some of that article. Do you have it?
Did you see the chick on the bikini?
I
on
just
that
saw
shit
it.
was
Yeah, I saw
hysterical.
the outrage
I saw that too.
after video inside the Mokai Lounge in Miami goes viral. A dancer riding into the club on a white horse. The panicked horse throwing her off. Now officials investigating Mokai for animal abuse and public health and wellness safety. I gotta find the whole article. What kind of idiot would do something like this to an animal? They're all animals.
That's what I was saying. The comments were just like,
She's an
the
animal.
people who did this should be killed, and you know what I mean.
They
It
shouldn't
goes,
be killed,
they,
but-
no, but I'm saying that's what's hysterical about it because everybody wants to fucking save the horse, but then they want to kill the people who did it. It's like it's a hypocritical fucking statement.
Yeah.
But I actually saw something about. Oh, did you see?
I
the
actually take the opposite fact. I think that the horse is to blame. I think that this, honestly, this horse sounds like an asshole. First of all, I don't like the looks of this horse. I saw a picture of this horse, this fucking big white horse. Ugh. Like, it's probably the horse's idea. First of all, horses
Go
love
in this
dancing.
club, see what's going on, get some ass on me.
Club. Yeah, I mean, I don't like horses that hang out at clubs.
Yeah,
Probably had a fake ID anyway.
probably had a fake ID.
Yeah, how'd the bouncer even let them in? I wonder what that interaction was like at the front door when the lady showed up on a horse and the bouncer was like,
I get
"Nah,
in?"
you can't go in. Nah, you ain't getting in here." And she
That's
was like,
discrimination.
she probably like, "Oh man, see, I wish I read this during the weekend I had time to actually because there's so much to do with this."
That's why.
There's
What I
so
wanna
much
know
to
is
do
how
with
the horse
this.
went down. Did it slip on
It
alcohol
had to.
because of the hooves? The horse
See,
shoes?
if you've ever been in a club, it's not good for hooves.
It's not good for hooves. It's a very slick
slippery
terrain
surface. Yeah.
for those horseshoes.
Yeah.
She's got a lawsuit against the club because the floor was too slippery for horse hooves.
Where was the caution? Don't bring in animals with slick shoes.
I heard the horse is wearing Gucci hooves. Horse shoes are okay.
I thought it was Nike
Ridiculous.
horseshoes.
You don't wear Nikes in the club. Come on. Gotta come correct.
And white horse is like, what is that? A metaphor for cocaine.
Would they have let?
So it's
Would they have let a
she
black
rode in
horse
on a white horse.
She rode in on a white horse.
She rode in. She was high up on top of a white horse like us. She was just high on
Yeah,
cocaine.
she's just
No,
high
it
on
was
cocaine. No,
literally.
literally a white horse.
Yeah, chick, we got to do something about your mic. When you're laying all the way back there, it's like we can hear you. Then when you're up here, is it crackling in your
So
guys'
wait, you
ears?
think it's better from here, honestly?
Well, we got to get you in a
How do I
place where
sound?
you can just stay, and you have to be in one place the whole time.
Talk right
You
there.
can't be back there and then all the way up here and then be back there. We've got to get you.
So I can't be my normal, crazy, moving around.
We can't hear you. You sound like you're all the way back there.
Is there a way we can get a drone attached to a camera and a microphone that we could just circle around his head?
Just get a head mic.
Will that be too much work in between you cartooning us and editing our 3-hour show?
I just gave Taylor 14 new jobs that he has in his repertoire now.
If you could build a hat,
You want a mic
So a
hat?
big old hat to come down like,
just so I could walk around, drink a soda, smoke a cigarette.
I can do this show no matter where I am. I can talk to me to sit still.
We put a GoPro on a helmet and fucking just.
It looks like Chicolo's live from all these places, but I'm just in the same place you guys are and I can't sit still.
Have you guys ever heard? Have you heard of the Sheboygan scanner?
No, what is that?
It's a Twitter account
Sheboygan.
from Sheboygan where the police scanner they just put out all the
Everything that's going on, the police scanner's
hilarious.
alive for the
Woman
everybody
is
to
down, incline, has been lying in snow for an hour. Very old woman fell in garage, injured hip and head. Man has abnormal leg on Kohler Avenue. Male with dog and bike lying on sidewalk.
What is this?
Sheboygan.
Are these titles of articles or is
No.
this?
All right, so it's a Twitter account called Sheboygan Scanner.
Okay.
And Sheboygan, what is that? Illinois?
I've never heard of Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
Did you really expect me to
It sounds like one of those places Bugs Bunny pops up out of the ground, like at the beginning of an episode.
Sheboygan.
I must have taken a wrong turn at Sheboygan. Where am I? And then he like looks around and there's a fucking big like snow monster, the abominable snowman's there, and he's like, "Wow, I'm gonna go back to Albuquerque."
Isn't Sheboygan where John Candy and his polka buddies were from? In Home Alone?
In Home Alone?
Oh yeah.
They might have been from Sheboygan.
That's why I think it was Illinois. But they just show it's like a huge Twitter following because it's all these ridiculous like caller chased cows into yard. Like it's all
We're gonna have to
wacky stuff.
figuring out what to do with you right now. There you go. Now I can hear you. Like put see how
People
I'm
in Sheboygan can
We could do my best laughs. We should start recording every time I laugh. Save it through like.
yeah, we'll have a half hour Chicolo's best laughs. Tune in next week. We're gonna do a half hour segment. It's called Chick's Best Laughs of 2018.
Yeah.
There's one. There's another one.
We couldn't make it to the studio today, but here is an hour full of Tommy's laughs.
Let's edit out all the jokes and just have Chick's laugh.
Just imagine really funny jokes in between his laughs, and you'll be right there.
We need a laugh track button where I can hit the keyboard like this, and it's just gonna be.
We're like I'm like taking in lemon. Well, they
What, your lemon coffee?
not lemon coffee.
It's that lemon flavored beard wax.
Come on, man. It's teak wood. Teak wood and sandalwood mix with a little bit of shea.
Wait, I was trying to say.
A bunch of plastic floating in the ocean because they literally have like an island of plastic out there. It's underseas and things are like dying.
Yeah.
Wait,
And like
that's real, you're saying?
Yeah, all of our plastic is
80% is your Sunkist bottles. Just
I recycle, bro.
yeah. Doesn't matter. I think it still ends up over there.
I don't know.
But this is my stupid idea. That's not funny, but it was just to make an
I got
example.
you. Yeah.
I was like, one of my solutions would be to from now on we have to make a new type of plastic that's floatable, that's buoyant, because it's gonna go out there anyway. But at least if a disaster happens, like a ship sinks, like the Titanic sank. Like imagine if the Titanic sank and there was all this floatable plastic around. Like how many? It would have saved some lives. Actually, people would have been like, people would have been looking at it like, oh my, thank God we polluted the shit out of this ocean. I could just float on this little life pollution, like this life raft made out of like plastic pollution. And, oh my God, we're saving people. We're saving lives.
But you're also
So
doing
now I'm talking about taking pollution, a bad thing, and not solving pollution, but making it a good thing.
Yeah, but
Can we
then
make? That's the thing. Like, accept it. Pollution happens. How do we make it good?
my issue.
How do
with
we
that-
make
Turn them into
pollution
like
good?
swimmies.
But now when people want to go on,
Yes,
I'm buoyant.
it's a point.
but when people go on that cruise now, they're not gonna. Their view is gonna not be of beautiful blue clear water. It's gonna be of fucking aluminum cans and.
See, that's great because that's another problem that needs to be solved. Not only does it need to be floatable plastic,
It's got to be appealing to the eye.
it's got to be appealing. It's got to look nice. At least if we're polluting, that's part of the thing we don't like about pollution is it looks bad. What if pollution looked good?
Yeah.
What if it looked at shit and I was like, dude, throw that out the window on the fucking ground because I want to see that
Yeah.
when I drive by later. That trash is magnificent. That
Long
trash
Island-
is beautiful.
Long Island's getting a little too crowded. Let's build a new island of plastic cans and live on it.
You know? What if...
We could design our cans to look like the water and things, so
Right.
it's appealing when it's on there.
Like
Looks
rocks, rock
rock
formations.
formations, and all types of stuff.
Instead of focusing on going to Mars, we're just gonna focus on going to that big plastic pit in the ocean, and we can vacation there.
right. Ooh.
Vacation there.
Well, instead of creating an island in the sea, like, why don't we start sending this shit into space and we create like another second moon made out of
I
all
see, I
of
like
our
that.
like all out of our pollution.
Like
So
an
it'll look cool
asteroid
from here. Like pollution. Oh look at all the fucking trash up there. Like I'm sure when you like get to that trash planet that we created,
trash planet.
that's rotating around the Earth, it would like smell bad, and there's probably like all sorts of microorganisms and like maggots and shit on it. But from here, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like the moon looks gorgeous.
He just said
But
there's maggots in space.
well, there would be on our trash planet,
They would-
our trash moon that we were talking about creating.
Fair enough.
And it finally-
Space maggots.
Space maggots.
Space taco lighter.
I want to wait. Can you show me this later?
Yeah, I could, but
is that code for you need another cigarette?
I could, but I'm not going to
Why
because I'm
not?
afraid you're gonna steal it because it's such a nice lighter that I have to keep it hidden from everyone.
I can tell you were serious about that because when I asked him, he was like, "I could, but I won't."
Yeah, the message turned into let's not stop pollution. But
Let's start
let's make it better. Like how do we make
More
it
better pollution.
Yeah, let's not fix the problem. Let's make it more convenient for us to go somewhere.
Let's face it, people aren't going to stop polluting. How can we make it look good? How can we make trash smell better? At least if it didn't smell like shit, people wouldn't be so offended by it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, man, look at that heaping pile of trash. It smells
like
great.
cinnamon.
It smells like cinnamon. I wouldn't mind living. I mean, you go to these places like by us, we have Staten Island.
Nobody
and,
would mind living in Staten Island or Jersey.
People know when you drive through it, it stinks. But what if it smelled like cinnamon?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I kind of want to live near there just because that trash dump smells delicious. I don't care if it's trash. It smells good. It makes me hungry.
Yeah.
It makes me hungry. It makes me want to eat a nice stack of flapjacks.
Little potpourri planet.
Trash planet.
Trash planet.
Trash planet.
For
That's
once,
good.
Earth is not the only trash planet in the solar system.
I mean, there's other solutions like robots. Like people are creating robots to do everything.
I fucking hate robots.
Why do you hate robots?
Coming from a guy that wants robot followers on Instagram.
I don't want robot followers. This guy thinks I want bot followers.
Dude, robots are cool.
Did you see that video of the robot dog opening the door?
Yes, Boston Dynamics.
Wait, what?
That's Boston Dynamics.
That was creepy.
That's what I was
Wait,
thinking
I did
about.
not see this.
Oh.
So Boston Dynamics is a company that creates these robots that are doing stuff that is like akin
They're
to
more
watching a
agile
horror
than-
movie. Yeah.
They're more agile than us.
You haven't seen this chick?
No, I haven't seen it at all.
That's
See,
so-
this is also something that you may not think is funny, but we can talk about anything.
Oh, this could lead into something hilarious, though.
Yeah,
This
no,
could lead into
exactly.
something hilarious because we talk about a robot opening a door, but there's some pervert out there watching that going like, yeah, it's just a matter of time till that robot's jacking me off.
Oh, 100%.
There's some lipstick on that robot, and they actually have
one
that. too.
sexy as fuck
Yeah.
robot.
They definitely
Which,
have.
you know what?
sex
More
robots.
power to them. If some creep is going to use a robot, better off using a robot than a person, right?
Yeah, well, better off is that. Yeah, I can see what side of the fence you fall on, B.
Well,
When those robots come out, you'll be like, "It's about fucking time.
about
I'm
time."
tired of all this human sexual interaction."
I want to get my robot
I
on.
hate face-to-face contact. You don't have to take him out to dinner. You just
Yeah.
no. I
he
mean,
wants a robot to sit in his face.
no. You know, I want to sit on the robot's face.
Yeah.
Imagine the tonguing you get from that.
Oh God, so gross. I look like that gopher with.
Rim jobs by Robo Rib Jobs.
You know what? I'd really like a robot
That
to do.
escalated quickly.
Actually, there's another article I was reading this week. It was about, it was sort of about robots. It was about autonomous cars. And I was actually writing about it in here. Let me see if I have that one.
By autonomous cars, that's like cars that drive themselves, right?
Yeah, autonomous cars.
Yeah, I was about to Google autonomous.
Taylor, bring your IQ down when you come out with us, because we are not at your level.
Autonomous cars are cars that drive themselves. Fuck.
I knew what that meant, though.
I
High
did
five.
too. I did too.
Oh, yeah, so this is the other segment idea is Adult Babies Technology in Review. It's funny how one led into the other one. But this is what I'm concerned about. People are scared of robots. People are scared of robots taking over and doing shit for us. You know, and I'm not scared so much as like a robot taking my job or whatever. I'm like, cool, robots are going to do more shit for me that I don't want to do anyway.
Killing me.
Like, yeah, people are scared of that. But my biggest concerns are the autonomous cars. So they drive. I tell it, I need you to drive here. But there's certain shit it just doesn't know. I drive an autonomous car.
They can't have the intuition that you would have. Sorry for cutting you off.
Right. Well, I'm talking about like, what's gonna happen when I go through the drive-thru? When I want fast food at a drive-thru, how's the fucking car gonna know when I got my food?
Yeah.
Like, what if I pay for my food and the car drives away?
There's
I'm
no
fucked.
voice recognition.
I'm fucked. The fucking automatic car's driving away, and I'm like, yo.
Yeah, how does that work?
My
There's
food.
no like go. Like
well,
a Knight
there's
Rider.
like Alexa, go.
Alexa, go.
Like I already have anxiety that they're gonna forget to put something in the bag. Now I have anxiety that the car's gonna drive away on its own.
I want to make sure I got all my sauces and all my stuff in the bag before I go away.
Yeah, how does a car know to go back and reverse if they forgot something? Exactly.
It doesn't. Like, all right, so you forget something. I drive through the back. You know, like you drive back around and you cut off the line to get to back to the window because you already paid for your food. You already got it. They missed something. You got to cut everybody off. Like the car's just gonna fucking. If I go back, it's gonna like what? Wait in line again, or is it just gonna park and make me walk in like some kind of fucking moron walking into a fast food place?
I don't know about this.
Yeah, like my incident this morning with my tea. Like if I got my tea with 2 tea bags and 2 lemons.
But it would have went the right way when we did decide to go back.
You're right. You're right.
It takes out some human error, probably.
Does.
But
you know what, Taylor? Also, the jobs. Driving is like one of the biggest jobs in the country.
It is.
You know, that's going to wipe out a lot of people's jobs. So
why they just control the car that is?
I'm talking
driven.
like truck driving, delivering, all that stuff is
but
huge.
doesn't somebody still need to be in the car? Like it doesn't just go on its own.
Oh,
The car's not going to pull up and tell the person that the car's here. Like
no, but they're making it.
Somebody's still going to have to be in that truck.
I don't think so. That eventually they're going to where a truck just goes. They're trying to.
No way.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are.
I'm not saying that they're not trying.
What would be
I'm
the
saying
point?
That won't happen. I don't think that'll happen.
That's already in the works. It's already out there. Self-driving cars. You don't need a guy in there.
Who's going to let me know it's there?
Who's gonna let you know? They're already having drones from Amazon.
Yes,
drop
but
off.
the package is in front of your house when you walk in. What I'm saying is, if I'm at a business and I have a delivery and it's a fucking drone truck, when the truck,
So it's a real truck.
you know what I mean? And what I'm saying, a drone driven or whatever you want to call autonomous, right? Like
Okay,
that
so
word, right?
you have an app on your phone, or you just look out your goddamn front door. And you're like,
Oh,
oh,
it's not
there's
always that easy. I get alerts at my job when something comes from upstairs. So if it's an autonomous driver, how do they know to get out and deliver me the food?
If they could figure out a tractor trailer going from California to New
There's
York,
going to need to be a robot in the car to bring it to
the
the
car
door.
is a robot.
Try to look, but you're hiding behind your mic. Yeah, there you go.
The car is a robot. Oh, I didn't
But
realize.
you're not getting what I'm saying. Is when parks, it's not always readily available. Like where someone sees that it pulled up or anything. There has to be somebody to let it know it's there.
Are you talking like delivering to a house?
Anything delivering anywhere, any business or house.
All right, I'm saying like a big tractor trailer delivering a lot of I don't know, let's say like canned goods to a supermarket.
To a homeless shelter. Let's just do it right if we're gonna do it.
How often does a big tractor trailer travel across the country
In
delivering
this
canned
example,
goods?
a lot.
No, canned goods are brought to like through church groups and shit. I'm talking about like a big warehouse that's getting a bunch of stuff in a truck delivered. They bring it there. The automatic truck just brings it there, goes to their loading dock, and then you have a certain amount of time.
Then it leaves without your stuff. You're on a time limit to get it out.
All right. Well, that's...
You see what I'm saying? You need a person to be there. There's some things that can't be replaced. A human cannot be replaced.
That can be replaced. Humans are going to be replaced. Goodbye.
Humans are going to be replaced.
I don't agree with this.
And you're going to be the first to go, by the way.
No way. I'll be an iRobot. I'll be like Will Smith.
Yeah.
You have to be replaceable in order to be replaced.
That's right.
Though. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel
And
like
I
some
personally
things you
do not
can't
think that
replace.
humans are replaceable.
Taylor, this podcast couldn't be done without you.
Yeah.
It could be done without me and Tom.
Imagine a
We could be replaced.
We are replaceable. Taylor is definitely not replaceable.
At this point, you've got enough of our voices in your computer where you can
Where
just
you
dub
can just
our
cut
voice.
us out. Like, thanks for the idea, guys. See you later.
Now that you guys are onto my plan to automate the both of you,
automate
as
us.
Kara, what do you think these little images are for? The corner of the screen here. Just eventually, it's just gonna be fucking. I'll type in what I want you to say, and it's gonna be an Autobot. But
Well,
actually, it's not real.
Like that.
Can I still control the Instagram page?
That's like
Yeah.
taken over by robots.
I'll think about this. So, as the cars evolve and as they become automated, there's older shit already associated with driving, like people like a road rage. How does that evolve? How does road rage evolve when cars
'cause
evolve?
it'll be something else.
People are still mad on the road. They're just not driving the car anymore, but they're just gonna be mad. People are mad at shit.
Yeah.
So
You
they're
just
mad.
start
What are they
breaking
gonna be
things
mad
in
at
the
now?
car? You get mad at the car.
You can't get mad at the other drivers because the driver didn't do anything. This fucking automatic car just cut me off. Hey, like, who do you yell at now? Who do you give the
everybody's
finger
gonna roll
to?
their windows down
Like
and
they
be
give the fingers to
Can
the
you
other
believe
car?
these fucking cars?
You know what?
Can you believe that your fucking car's doing in my car?
I always fantasize, because I'm not one to like yell at somebody in person, but I always fantasize like in the future, instead of like road rage, and I want to do this all the time, like on top of our cars we just have a little scroll that we could type out like,
Always wanted that.
Hey,
I've always wanted that.
hey, do you know what a yield means, asshole? And then you can just drive away.
Get off my ass.
It's almost like you can text message at each other.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Dude, I've always wanted that, and I always.
I think all cars should just have microphones so you could say it. I
Is
want
that
them to hear
legal?
my
Can we
voice.
actually do that? Can we just make one
No,
of
you
those?
just need a
man.
megaphone, like a cop car. They can go in and just be like, "You're a piece of shit.
Or like
Quit playing with your dinghy."
Like it's an automatic car, so like on your radio it just shows up, white car, license plate, blah blah blah, thinks you're an asshole. Like you just like an
like they
automatic
get an alert,
Like you just get an alert. Like almost like that Yelp reviewing for human cars or for humans.
All cars would have to be on like its own network.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a
The
fucking
auto
funny
network
idea.
is like AIM.
What if there was a web app for bad drivers where, like, as you're driving, you see a car like cut you
Right.
off, and you fucking sign in, and you
Put that
put that
license
motherfucker's
plate.
license plate in, and then you give him like 1 star, and you write a rating like, this guy was eating a cheeseburger on the I-95, and he cut me off. A tomato fell out a window and hit my windshield. 0 stars.
0
Fuck,
stars.
you see this guy on the road, stay away. Fuck you.
Give him the finger, honk at this asshole.
Yeah, no, all
Probably
that
some
stuff.
legal repercussions. To
Nah,
that.
Yeah, but
rate the other drivers.
Remember?
out.
Do you guys remember that a few years ago there was like a dating thing where you could like rate like your ex-boyfriend or something, and it was just people would go, "This asshole left me on the side of the road. He's this."
There cannot be any good ratings on that because
No.
who breaks up with someone and is like, "Oh, they were a great person. I
Right.
really dropped the ball on that one."
Well, the same would be for driving. Nobody's gonna be like, I drove past this guy and he was going in the flow of traffic, and I just wanted to give him 5 stars. Nobody's gonna have.
I wanted to let everybody know how good of a driver TH
and nobody
forward.
gives a shit about that. People just want to know the bad drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like anything else, like, especially on like Yelp and these review sites. A lot of times, people pay to have people leave good reviews because the ones that come to leave the reviews are the ones that are pissed pissed off.
Yeah.
That's where does that energy come from? Usually, that's it. I'm writing something.
Yeah,
I'm never so hyped after a meal, like at a restaurant, that I'm like, man, that service was great. I gotta
Never.
leave a review right now. That energy comes from, fuck those people. I need to go leave a fuck this guy. I'm never going back there. And you know what? I hope that whole business collapses. I hope everybody gets fired, and I hope the place burns down and somebody comes and pisses on the ashes.
Yeah.
And then I leave that as a review.
Right.
The next day I'll wake up and be like, man, what the fuck?
You
I
never
was
have
really in a bad place last night. And I'm like, let me delete that review. But it's too late. Somebody saw it.
I actually know 2 people that they do this all the time. They always write. They're the ones who like get a bad thing from like a wrong order from McDonald's, and then get back and write a letter to corporate just so they can get a fucking coupon for a free burger.
Let's be honest, you're one of those 2 people.
No, I swear to God.
You're talking about yourself?
Yeah.
You're talking about yourself.
It's you and your Instagram page.
As much as I'm a piece of shit, whenever I get the wrong order or something, because it's food, I am not one to. I'm sorry. I'm not one to go back and get my food replaced. I have a weird. I just feel like they're gonna fuck with it, and I refuse to do it. So I just take it. I take it on the chin when someone fucks up my order. But I know 2 people who love writing companies about bad service.
People love
they
that.
just love going to corporate. But I think it's funny because whenever they have good service, do you ever go and send something good out? No, you only want to let people know when something bad happens.
Very rare. Very rare.
That's what this world is today.
my
You just want to
first-
see people fail.
My first job I ever had was at McDonald's. And,
Get outta here. You worked at Mickey
Yeah,
D's?
I was a head chef.
You'd actually probably be high up in the chain if you're still there. That's a good
Yeah.
place to be.
Yeah, but I was like 16. So one night we would all have to close. Like one night we'd have to work till midnight, and one night me and my buddy were working on the grill, and we were just bored. So we
Working on the grill.
we do
I thought it was a microwave.
No. It's called a cure, by the way. That's what they call it. But no, there's a grill.
I thought everything was microwaved.
Well, they used to, but then once I left, they took the microwave away. But anyway, we were bored one night. It was late, and we found sometimes like chicken nuggets would get stuck in the fryer for days and days. we found you'd like make like a steady supply of like a couple cheeseburgers, couple of quarter pounders, Big Mac. So we found this old crusty, over fried chicken nugget. And we put it in between 2 cheeseburger buns and put like ketchup and onions and cheese on it. And we sent it up to be like sent it up to the drive-thru, but we didn't know like it wasn't for a specific person. It was just for whoever
ordered something
because like
similar.
you always needed like 3 or 4 cheeseburgers there just so they pop up. So
You're the type of person that I'm always worried about encountering. It's like it's not even like it's one day it's just you're doing nothing wrong, but somebody just decided to fucking fuck with life in general and be like, you know what, I'm gonna make this crusty ass fucking cheeseburger and throw it in there.
I'm gonna ruin somebody's day.
Like just for mischief.
awful.
You didn't even get to see their reaction, what happened when they ate it. Like you guys made it,
For nothing.
laughed about it, and then put it out there, and you go like, "All right, back to my shitty fucking job." Like, oh, that was fun. All right, let's flip some more burgers.
Which is exactly what we thought would happen. Like we'd never hear from this guy again because it's the worst. If it was right there, we were like, we're gonna get in big trouble. But the drive-through, the guy's never coming back, right? He can't come back. So we put it. The drive-through guy took it,
I'm so happy with it.
and
once he exits the drive-through through that time gate, that time warp, there's no way for him ever to get back to the drive-through. He's in another dimension. He's not coming, but he's gone. He's gone for life. He's been transported.
he can't come back tomorrow.
We're all safe, guys. He went through the exit already. We're fine.
yeah, it's over. It's over. He'll never know even where that came from. So this guy, we actually forgot. We used to do so much dumb stuff there that we actually forgot about it. And like an hour later, my manager came back. And just imagine being this guy that picked up a cheese. It was probably for his kid or something like that. Jesus Christ, I feel worse. And like you just go into it, and it's just there's no burger. It's just like an old chicken nugget in there. So the guy took the burger back. To McDonald's, obviously, and my manager came back there, and it was 3 of us back. It was me, my buddy that I went to high school with, and then some lady that, like an older lady that didn't even speak English,
And definitely didn't do it.
and he took it, The manager came back and he looked directly at us and he's like, whoever thought this was funny can go screw. He said, go screw, which I always thought was the funniest thing. And then he took the burger and he threw it up against the wall. And all you saw was the little nugget rolled down. And we could not compose ourselves for the rest of the time of that night until we did something ridiculous the next night.
Oh, that is priceless. That's a good one.
I just picture that burger hitting the wall
Go
in slow motion. The lettuce, the tomato, and all the flies in all different directions. And then in slow mo, the nugget, it comes spinning out. And it's spinning and it slowly hits the ground. And then it spins and it slowly spins out like a quarter spinning and hits the ground. Oh my god.
It's terrible. Well, the things you do when you're a kid, you know?
Yeah.
That's the nugget sounded. That's what the spray bottle sounds, and that's what Beachcomb sounds like.
Everything.
That's another thing they're automating. They're going to automate the machines, and now I see why. That's
Yeah.
They should.
They're gonna make the fast food completely automated. The
I think-
tellers, the way they
Fast
make the food, it all come out. with
That's a
robots and
situation
shit.
that I would rather have a robot serve me my
Fast
than a
food,
human.
yeah, because I want them just to stick to the script.
Yeah, stick to the script and give me what
I remember
asked
people
for.
would ask for extra pickles, and we would take handfuls of pickles, like on both sides, like a ridiculous amount of pickles, just to be like, all right, asshole, there's a 16-year-old back there.
Fuck this person for asking for an extra fucking pickle.
They got pickles for days, onions for days, cheese. They got a brick of cheese. That's what we did because the people that work those.
I thank God I've never been to this one.
Well, you probably have,
Well,
but
I've never had your service, thank God.
no. But I wasn't always bad. But you know, you get bored there, and a job like that, you're
know.
a kid, so you know you're not thinking like today. Obviously, if I was, God forbid, doing that, I wouldn't be sending out nugget burgers. But back then, you're a kid. You're like, this is hilarious. Let's do this, and there's no consequences.
See, let's be serious. If you worked at McDonald's, still you'd be handing out nugget burgers.
You know what I'd be doing if I worked at McDonald's? The same thing I did when I worked there. I'd be making triple cheeseburgers, then going to the bathroom and stuffing them down my face. Stuff them in my pocket. Yeah. Big Mac sauce.
So even knowing where the food is and what it's coming from and everything that goes through it working there, you still eat it?
Once in a while, yeah.
All right. I was always wondering. I feel like if I worked at the fast food place, I don't know if I'd be more
I
likely
didn't
to
for
eat
I
it or
didn't
less
for a
likely.
while, but
If I worked at Taco Bell, forget about it. I'd have a heart attack within 6 months and probably die.
I love Taco Bell.
Exactly.
Space taco lighter.
Imagine you were able to go in there and just use all the stuff they want and really make your own.
make
shit.
your own taco. That would
It's
be
not even make your own tacos. Make your own fucking assortment of food.
if you ever get married for your bachelor party, we should just rent out a Taco Bell and make it like an open, make your own tacos.
If I find if I actually ever get married and then I find a woman who's willing to let me do that, then I'll sign me up right now.
That would be fun, you know, to like go to a Taco Bell and just make
Watch
your
out for
own.
that mic, big.
Yeah.
It just jumps out at you.
Maybe part of your strategy should be to go to Taco Bell, just fucking
Just hang out
post
and
up,
wait.
hang out all day, check out the girls that walk in, and
No, I was
scout them
thinking
out.
about doing that.
Find your future
at a
wife at
hospital,
Taco
though.
Bell.
No,
What
I'd
do you
rather-
know it's meant to be?
I'd rather do that at a hospital because then I have two things that I could find: a dying old lady who's rich, or a doctor
What are you gonna do?
who
in a-
works so much that they're never around, and I get to grasp. And
What are you gonna be like, Patch Adams at a hospital cheering up the kids?
no,
and then find a.
I'm going to be the stay-at-home dad or husband.
No,
who's at
but
the work.
what I think the question is, while you're at the hospital trying to
Oh.
meet this
Yeah.
dashingly,
What's your excuse?
this
Yeah,
dashingly
I'm just
gorgeous.
a good guy who goes to maybe in the cancer ward or the kids ward and just tries to make people laugh.
Yeah,
I
like
could
Patch
be
Adams.
Yeah, like a good guy.
Okay.
Exactly.
You shot me down. You said no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that way. But
'Cause
that's exactly
that was
what-
my fault.
Because
I
we
thought-
know what
I
your
thought
your
you-
reason is for being there is to find the old lady or the doctor that's going to take care of you for the rest of your life.
Yes.
But when they ask you, "Hey, what are you doing at the
I
hospital?"
can't, I'm not, you don't think that's a good idea to tell them that I'm either looking for a dying lady or
I'm just trying to cheer people up.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
make,
just hanging out.
I got high blood pressure. Figured I'd stick around.
Yeah, I just figure I never know when I'm going to have a heart attack, so I want to be close.
Yeah.
I need to be within walking distance of a hospital, so when I peel over, I get attention quick.
Doc says I should stay close to the big house.
Heaven's asking and waiting for me. Or hell.
I actually think that's a pretty good plan.
What, meeting an old lady in a hospital?
Yeah, hospitals,
Yeah,
you know,
dying, I'll take
plenty of
care
things
of
to
ya.
talk about in a hospital. There's plenty of people. There's a lot of hustle and bustle and things going around.
Worst
And
case, you find some sad people.
What do you guys think we take the adult babies on the road to the nearest hospital and start cheering people up?
The pediatric ward?
We hang out with the newborns for a couple hours.
Or we could be
Talk shop.
They could actually use us as, if you don't raise your kids right, this is what the potential going to be. 30-year-olds doing a podcast at a hospital trying to
I
cheer
feel like my
people
parents raised me right. I just went somewhere else.
up. Yeah, but that's the other problem, is it doesn't even have to be your fault for your kid to be a fuck
You
up.
don't.
I always say it's the parent's fault, but it isn't always.
It's not always.
Some kids
not,
are just fucking
sometimes
useless.
it is, but yeah.
No, my parents are great. I mean, my middle brother is perfect. So how does he turn out that way and I turn out like this?
But you have so many good qualities. Like, you may not be the most successful. You may not be
The most handsome or the most talented.
You got a look. You got a look.
I got a look. Everybody's got a look.
But you're not like a garbage person. Like, you're a good guy. You're a garbage person, but you're
We'll
a good.
see as the show goes on
Yeah.
how that pans out.
I think you're a good guy.
No, I guess I mean well. That's what I guess.
You're not like a piece of shit. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, exactly. I don't belong in jail.
No. You belong in a hospital meeting your woman of your dreams.
I could just tell him, hey, I'm a client
Of the hospital?
of the hospital. Yeah, I'm not only a.
even funnier is if all of a sudden you walk in and there's chick laying in a bed with the TV on, with the feet up, with the blanket
Got cable in here.
hitting the button.
Or you meet another wandering soul walking around the hospital doing the same thing. She's like, I figured I'd meet a
doctor.
A doctor here. I'm like, well, I'm not a doctor, but seems we have the same interest.
You're a girl and I'm a guy, so let's hang out.
I'm not a doctor, but I'll check you out.
What about we do a full body checkup?
Let me see your Instagram. You follow Rogan?
That's gonna be the best inside joke for the rest of our lives.
I think
No, I have good news to you guys today. I went to AT&T to pay my bill, and I was able to save $30 because they basically told me I had an old plan, and that they were going to give me the same plan but the updated version, which is like $30 cheaper. So high five! I saved money on my AT&T bill.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta give you a high five.
Can't believe we both had a high
Good
five
job,
for that.
chick. You saved money.
Hey, it's the little things.
It's the little things.
It's the little
Like you
victories
said,
with you.
It's the little victories in life, man. I don't save money too often. Usually they get me like, oh, I went to AT&T and they told me I could sign up for this, and now my bill's only $30 extra a month.
Mm-hmm.
But instead I saved money.
Wow. This is where we definitely need something else to talk about. This is where we need something else to talk about.
That would be. This is
Guys,
the
I went
moment
through
where
the
we
two
all look at each
topics.
other like,
It turns out the two topics I had written down worked out pretty well. Technology thing and the pollution thing. We talked about that for a little bit. All of a sudden, it led into a story about your fast food days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chicolo starts talking about his fucking phone plan. We know it's time to change the script. Yeah, good. Might say I actually saved money at AT&T.
I thought we were listening to a live commercial.
It's like, Jesus Christ, is there a fucking joke after this, or is this? Is that
time
it?
for-
Is that what you? Yep, that's it.
We are
And
sponsored by Daler Gear.
what's even funnier is if you're watching the webcam, all you see is him looking left and right at us, like, huh?
right?
Huh? Right? Saved money, huh? Huh? It's like a Geico commercial, right? Huh?
It's a Geico commercial.
Hey, good. I'm glad you. In all honesty, I'm glad that you saved money, but I'm really not glad
It
we have
wasn't
anything
good for
else
the
to talk
show.
about.
I should have never said that.
All right, let's. That was good.
take a smoke
We
break.
talked for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we take a break? Should we watch
I
this
think we
back?
should.
What should we
Yeah.
do next?
Personally, I think we don't need to do anymore.
We need to work on an outro. Yeah, we don't need to do anything.
Yeah,
I think we need to.
I think that
just,
was really good.
That was
I realized
good.
that I sweat a lot in these.
Oh, I threw that over there, didn't I?